Om Akhandananda Sambodho Vandanadi Yasya Jayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidananda Tanum Gurum Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarajanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyaptadehaaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are on page number 70 in English commentary. The discussion is about difference between path of knowledge and path of action, karma and Jnana-Bheda. For Jnanam, what is required, and for karma, what is required, that is being discussed now. They are called karakas. So, what is required for performance of karma? Karma here means Vaidika Karma. Laukika Karma needs different things. Vaidika Karma will need wealth because you have to organize, program, give dakshina to the ṛtvik, etc. All the material you have to gather. That is mānuṣaṁ vittam. And then some gold is needed. Paśu, cows are required because you are going to distribute cows. And then the other wealth, tad itarat vittam, is daivaṁ vittam. The knowledge about the devatas and the śraddhā in Veda, etc. Then, so this is what is the means. What are the goals for karma? Manuṣya-loka, Pitru-loka, Deva-loka. So these are what is attained. And what is required is desire for those things. I have desire for wife. I have desire for son, wealth, desire for performing actions, and desire for attaining those lokas. All of those two should be there. So they are sadhana eṣaṇā, sadhya eṣaṇā. Then those sadhya should be there. Qualifications should be there. All of them. And of course, you need wife. Wife is a sadhana. So tasya, of such a performer, karmanaha sadhanam is bharya, srak, sruvadi parigraho. They need wife. They need garland, etc., flowers to offer, and sruva for offering yaga. All of this is the material for karma, Vaidika Karma. Laukika Karma, if somebody wants to do, they have to have those karakas, the essential things required to perform those karmas. On the other hand, for a person who needs to do Vedānta-Śravaṇa to attain Jnanam, all they need is Guru. There is no need of other things. Means they will need Guru, they will need āśrama, they will need grantha. Such things they will need. But their desire should be desire for moksha, not desire for world or prosperity, recognition, name, fame, etc. A mature person will choose Jnana-Mārga. An immature person will choose Karma-Mārga. Why do we say like this? Because Jnanam requires Viveka. I have already understood that in karma, I will get some phalam, but it will not have lasting result. And again, I will be thirsty for some other karma phala. This will be the problem. Then the difference. This is given in Shloka 182 second line and 183 third line. 183 first line. 182 second line. As we perform karma, ahankara grows bigger and bigger. How great I am, how many things I have performed, my worldly accomplishments, etc., etc. This is ahankara. Vedanta, every moment it is there to destroy your ahankara. To reveal, I am not ahankara, I am Brahma. So this is absolutely opposite of each other. So that is explained in Tika, if on page 74th line from the bottom. Anya sadhana apeksha eva na. There is no expectation for any other sadhana. What is required is only teacher, scripture, teaching, and student. And by karma, the doership becomes stronger and stronger. The ahankara grows, the sense of identity. Whereas in jnanam, that ahankara is eliminated at every step. That karma and not letting the ahankara grow is one way to do karma yoga, by surrendering. That I can continue to do karma because I am not ready for a lot of jnana. So a person can do karma yoga, reduce the doership, and at the same time also study a little bit to understand and prepare mind gradually. So in this way, they both are very much opposed to each other, jnana and karma. One is kartrutva pradhana ahankar vishayakam, another is akartratmaka vishayakam iti bhavaha. Further in 184 now. Ityadi vaiparityam tat sadhane chadhikarinoh dvayoho parasparapeksha vidyate na kadachana. Ityadi vaiparityam. All this iti, adi, x, all this that we have already said. In this way, between the means of jnana and karma, there are contradictions. The qualified people for each of them, in them there are contradictions. The mutual expectations of jnanam and karma, they have opposite things, different things, and therefore they will not expect each other. Dvayoho parasparapeksha kadachana na vidyate. Jnanam will not expect karma. Jnanam will expect teacher, scripture, etc. And Jnanam will expect that this person sits down and listens. Karma will say, don't sit down. Get up and do this, do that, go here, call this person, get funds, etc., etc., etc. This is the virodha between the two. And the Kathopanishad Shruti is quoted there. Duramete viparite vishuchi avidyayacha vidyati jnata. The two are opposite of each other. Jnanam is called vidya, but karma is called avidya. So, they are two opposite roads. They both can never lead to same destination. And Mundaka Shruti is quoted, Brahmano nirveda maya nastya krita kritena tadvijnanartham sagurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishta. The person who has desire for moksha will have vairagya and he'll go to guru to study. The person who is interested in karma, he will go to priest, etc. for other things. Also, samagryoshcho bhayostadvat dubhayatradhikarinoho urdhvam nayati vijnana madah prapayati kriya. Ubhayoho samagryoho tadvat ubhayatra adhikarinoho. You should connect this with previous shloka, Vaiparityam. The materials required for both are different, opposite. The adhikaris are different. Vijnanam urdhvam nayati. The knowledge will lead you up. Karma means kriya adha prapayati. Karma will take you down. How can they both be combined? People want to combine two opposite things. It is like pressing having the handbrake on full, completely tight, and pressing accelerator also. So you have brake also and you want to go forward also. Both cannot happen. So Karma-Mārga Sadhanam. For Karma-Mārga, what are the means? Things that are required, all those karakas, you collect them. And the result will be impermanent, transient. And the qualified student is the one who has desires for all these things. The one who has passion for pleasures, world, objects. They want people around all the time, somebody or the other, to do things. The person who is in Jnana Marga, he wants solitude. He wants a quality time with himself or herself. This is the difference. Person who is in karma, they want hadbad. If the place is too quiet, they don't know what is wrong. So they themselves are unstable when things are quiet. On the other hand, Jnana Marga person, I don't want too many things around. I want quiet time to study, reflect, etc. This is the Veda. So how can they both go together? Kathamanyonya sapeksha कथं वापि समुच्चयः यथाग्नेस्तृणकूटस्य तेजसस्तिमिरस्य च कथम अन्योन्य सापेक्षा, how can you expect that jnanam requires karma for its success, karma requires brahma jnanam for its success? They will not expect each other. Katham vapi samuchaya, how can they both be combined? They cannot be combined. Yatha agnes trinakutasya, you are saying combining jnanam and karma is like fire and the heap of grass. Fire will come, heap of grass will be gone in no time. Or light and darkness, tejasa timirasya cha samuchaya. It's not possible. Sahayogo na ghatate tathaiva jnana karmanoho kimupakurya jnanasya karma swapratiyoginah यस्य सन्निधि मात्रेण स्वयं न स्फूर्ति मृच्छति. So between jnanam and karma, sahayoga is not possible, like fire and the heap of grass, or light and darkness. And how karma, which is opposite of jnanam, will help jnanam? It will not do any upakara. Karma jnanasya kim upakuryat. How karma can do any upakara? It can help jnana. Why? Because jnanam is pratiyogi of karma. Jnanam will come, karma will be out. Yasya sannidhi matrena, by whose sannidhi, jnanam, karma will cease to function. A person, as soon as he realizes, I am not this body, why would he work for body? When he realizes, I am not beggar of happiness, I am the ocean of happiness, why would he seek a drop of happiness from somewhere? If you think ocean of happiness is, it's only an example, okay? Don't say ocean is very salty. Jnanasya sannidhi will eliminate the need of karma. So main objective here is to show the paraspara virodha. Their sangatyam, their sahayoga, mutual togetherness, is not possible even from far. So the last sentence you see, like the cause of action for one who desires to drink mirage water, the erroneous knowledge of that which does not exist is the cause of all activity. Person who wants to perform actions is like the one who wants to drink mirage water, an illusory water which is not existing. And he is running for it, chasing objects after objects, thinking that something will give me fulfillment. But Jnani will understand this is not work. कोटीन्धनाद्रि ज्वलतोऽपि वह्नि कोटीन्धनाद्रि ज्वलितोऽपि वह्नि रर्कस्य नार्हत्युपकर्तुमीषत् यथा तथा कर्म सहस्रकोटिर् ज्ञानस्य किन्तु स्वयमेव लीयते. यथा, just as कोटि इंधनाद्रि ज्वलितोपि वह्नि. Indhan adri, mountains of fuel, if it is there, and fire has to burn it, it will never come close to the sun. Arkasya upakartum na arhatim ishat. Not only it will not come close to sun, it will not add anything when sun itself is shining brightly during the day. Like in May, June, it is so bright in the afternoon. You have a heap of fuel, you put a light in that, it is not going to add anything to sunlight. Like that, tatha karma sahasra kotihi, crores of karmas, they can't add anything to jnanam. Means the wisdom or the happiness that is arrived at through jnanam, they can't add. On the other hand, swayameva liyate, that karma itself will disappear. Why? Sarvam karma akhilam partha jnane parisamartyate. Because all karmas, they will get dissolved, a partha, in knowledge. Now, in 174th shloka, it was said that the jnanam and karma are like two hands of a person. You need both to do work. Only one hand is there. So Siddhanti says that is wrong example. What you are trying to say is when both are in the same plane, they have same function. But we have already proved jnana and karma, they have lot of contradictions. So you can't put these two together. So now Siddhanti is going to explain why jnana and karma sahayoga is not possible. Ekakartrashrayau hastau कर्मण्यधिकृतावुभौ सहयोगस्तयोर्युक्तो न तथा ज्ञानकर्मणोः एककर्ता आश्रयौ हस्तौ. Both the hands are in the same karta and both of them are engaged in the same objective. Both are in the same field also. Means both are into karma, both are going to do the same thing. Then their sahayoga is yukta. Tayoho sahayogaha yukta. But when, if one hand wants to do something and the other hand wants to go somewhere a different place, then there is no mutual sahayoga between the two. So then there is no possibility of sahasamujjaya. Yugapat, they cannot work together. In the same way, jnana and karma, they cannot work together because their interests are different. Actually, fundamentally, they are different. So fundamentally, if two people also, if they are different, they are mismatch. How? That is explained here. Kartra kartuma kartum va pyanyatha karma shakyate na tatha vastuno jnanam kartrutantram kadachana. So before I explain this shloka, sometimes you may think, Swamiji, why are you not elaborating on certain things, etc.? So, couple of ideas are there. One is, I don't need to elaborate because Acharya himself is giving shlokas after shloka to elaborate, logically analyze the picture. There is no need to go on telling various stories and examples randomly. Acharya's thought process is very logical. If you see this text, it goes by logic. It doesn't go by just explaining something. So he has already put what is hetu, karya, phalam, swarupa, every aspect he is explaining. Now he is explaining the tantra, difference between karma, what is the Puruṣa-Tantra aspect of karma, and jnanam, which is not Puruṣa-Tantra but Vastu-Tantra. So technically analyzing the whole life, then the need of knowledge, the qualified student of knowledge, that is the progression. So there is no need of other elaboration, number one. Number two, when we study a text, so our objective is not just to keep students occupied in studying one text forever. They study this, then they study Upanishads, Gita, Brahma Sutra, all the other texts also. So student has to have infinite appetite for studies. Those who have very less appetite, and you go on telling this story, that story, and elaborate without having any essence in that, that is not the objective. A logical student will think, analyze, understand, this is what I should do if I have really understood, and move on. So, for a wise student, with minimum also, they will absorb everything. Now see the meaning of the shloka. Karma is where kartra, by the doer, there is an option to do it, to not do it, how to do it, when to do it, etc. How much to do it. This is called kartum, akartum, anyathava kartum shakyate, by the karta. This is the nature of karma. Jnanam is unlike this. Vastuno jnanam na tatha. The knowledge of a thing does not depend upon the person who wants to know. The knowledge of a thing depends upon the object which he has to know. You will not decide. Object will decide. This is me, this is how I am. You want to know, this is the only way you will know. Like if this cloth is there, it is yellow and it is having some texture, whatever material it is. This is the only way you have to know. You cannot say, I will know it this as blue, as red. If it is yellow, you have to know it as yellow only. If it is this long, this wide, this is how you have to know. This is the fundamental of jnana. It is Vastu-Tantra. So it is not dependent on the person, how he will know. Now this idea, in next 7 shlokas, he is elaborating. So you see now, there is no need of any other elaboration. Tadeva vispashtayati saptabhihi shlokai. In 7 shlokas, this is elaborated. Yatha vastu tatha jnanam pramāṇena vijāyate nāpekṣate ca yat kinchit karma va yukti kaushalam. Vastu is known by the jnanam that is generated with the help of pramanam. Pramanam will produce prama, prama will reveal the object. Vastu tatha jnanam pramanena vijayate, utpatyate. And vastu na kinchit karma apekshate nava yukti kaushalam. There is no trick. You have to know it as is only. You don't do anything with the vastu to change its nature when it comes to knowledge. This is how you have to know. And that knowledge has to be uncontradicted, without any doubts. So no yukti kaushalam is there. Jnanasya vastu-tantratve samshayadyudayah katham ato na vastavam jnanam iti no shankyatam budhaihi. Now somebody says, wait, if jnanam is vastu-tantra, then you will get the knowledge as the object is. Then why there are doubts? When I know something, then I doubt. Did I actually know it the way it is? Did I know sarpa or is it not sarpa there? Such samshaya udaya, how it is there if it is vastu-tantra? And therefore, maybe jnanam is not real. Jnanam is not vastava. Vastava means it is bhranti, it is not dependent upon vastu. Vastava means vastoho or vastuhu. Vastoho. Shashti. It is not real. She says, Budhaihi no shankyata. Wise person should not do this shanka, ashanka. Why? Because the pramana will give the right knowledge. If the pramana is correct, you will get the correct knowledge. If the pramata does not have any bhranti related to that object, he will get the correct knowledge. That is said in 194. Pramana saushtava vritam samshayadina vastavam shruti pramana sushtutve jnanam bhavati vastavam. If a pramana does not have saushtava vritam, means if a pramana is not accurate, like my eyes, my ears to hear things, then samshaya will be there. Then that jnanam is not vastava. If the pramana is accurate, then there will not be doubts. So the translation is given, doubts etc. are not for real. being covered by the improper use of the means of knowledge. Means doubts will not exist if you use a proper means of knowledge. If improper means of knowledge is used, doubts will be there. And what is the proper means of knowledge? Shruti, Upanishads, Vedanta. So based on that, if I get the knowledge, Shruti Pramana Sushtutve Vastavam Jnanam Bhavati, then actual knowledge will take place without any doubt. See in the Tika at the end on 73, in the subject of Brahman, the reality Shruti alone, which contains the ultimate purport, is the strongest means of knowledge. Therefore, that knowledge which arises due to the highest means of knowledge is real knowledge. In the subject of that which is beyond senses, the Vedas are the means of knowledge. Atindriya Vishaya Vedaha Pramana. And therefore, that which is free from Brahma, Pramada, Karana Patava, Vipralipsa, doshas, that Brahmatmakya Jnanam is Vastavam. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.